What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Naturally me, Dion here. Okay, and today, girl, I'm gonna drop the tea. Okay, you girl, you trying to work a counter job, girl, makeup counter? You need to stay tuned and watch this video, because I'm gonna drop you everything that you need to know before you even go to your interview. And I'm also gonna let you guys know what you need to know when you're working at that counter and get that job. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're interested, do press the subscribe button right now. Don't you even try. Hey, don't try it. Go ahead, press the subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, okay? Because I'm finna drop the bread, the tea. What you gonna do, how much money you gonna make, how it's gonna be. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, welcome to the channel. If you guys are new here, I'm naturally me, Dion. Okay, I'm a professional makeup artist, and I'm also a CEO of my own makeup brand. Okay, drop the tea. Anyway, today, girl, what we're gonna be discussing, okay, the most asked questions that I always get is, what is it like working a makeup counter? And also, I have my notes right here, so if you guys see me looking, I'm actually reading as I go, because I get a lot of questions about this. How do you get a job at a makeup counter? And also, what is it like? What do you need to know? So what took the tea on this video here, one of my friends called me last night, and they was like asking me questions about working at the Lancome counter or whatever. How did I like it? What would I change about it? Was the money good? So I said, okay guys, y'all won. Let's go ahead and talk about this so it can be out there. Now, just a disclaimer, I do have a video like this actually out that I did probably 2 years ago, but that was before I even started really working at the counter like that. But I used to help women that was going towards their interviews and making their face look real nice and professional, girl, before they get the job. You know, go ahead and seal a deal with that makeup, okay? So I was the girl for that, okay? I really want to help you guys. And if you don't know, I used to work for Lancome. Well, not used to, I still work for Lancome today. I'm actually the master makeup artist, freelancer for Lancome. I am the makeup artist, and I love Lancome, okay? But let's talk. So let me get my professionalism on, okay? All right, so the first most question that I get is, how do you get that job at the makeup counter? Must I say all makeup counters are a little bit different? I think working a prestige brand is a little bit more complicated, which is Lancome, Chanel, Estee Lauder, Dior. Those are a little bit of prestige brands. I don't know if MAC fall into prestige. I don't know, I'm unsure about that. I wouldn't put MAC in a prestige brand. I just won't, because I just won't if it was up to me. But I don't know if MAC actually fall into a prestige brand. If you guys could tell me that, I would like that. So help someone that don't know in the comment section. Let them know, you know, is it a prestige brand or not? Maybe it isn't, because even if you tell me it is, I'm still gonna be like, it really ain't, okay? But however, the most asked question that I get about working the makeup counter, how do you get that job? So I was working at Lancome Cosmetics at Macy's, Atlanta, Georgia. And I was like one of the #1 counters, by the way. I did this not girl, but let me tell you, the way it is, okay, if you're trying to get a makeup job, don't go in there without no makeup on, okay? And do not. This is the #1 thing that I think people mess up with getting going to their interviews for their jobs. You mess up when you think you the thiz naive already, okay? You wait to you get the job and they ready to, you know, ask you when you want to start, then you be like, I got this, so when do you want to start? Okay, I want to start right now. Okay, we're gonna get into that. Okay, because I got so much to tell y'all from what I got here and from my knowledge myself. So when you going in there, you need to have your makeup done. Okay, have your makeup beat. Don't be simple. Don't try to be simple that day. You know, give them what you got when you go into that interview. You need to look like the brand you trying to get, you know, you trying to land. Okay, if you trying to land Chanel, you need to know everything about Chanel stuff. Okay, if you don't know everything about the skincare, like Chanel have this amazing serum that brightens the skin. It's really nice. Oh yeah, I like wearing their lipsticks, their matte lipsticks. They're bomb. They're really good, by the way. Okay, talk about, well, I really like the foundation, the mattifying foundation that they have, the ultra latent foundation. This foundation gonna get you in there already, because if you using that foundation, you good on it, they gonna, you know, what do you like that foundation do? They gonna ask you these questions. Now they gonna say, what you like about that that foundation, that foundation we got. You gonna say what you like about that foundation. Now if you say the ultra latent is sheer and dewy on your skin, they know you lying, because that ain't no dewy foundation. It's a mattifying foundation. First off, know what you're saying and say what you know. Okay, don't even try to, don't be thinking too long either. Take your time though, get it out, but don't think too long about it. And sometimes if you guys don't know about, you know, if you're going for a Chanel, tell them you like the press powder. Okay, the press powder is nice, you know. I like the way it stay on my skin, you know. So, you know, talk about, you need to know about, it's best that if you're going in for a makeup job and you don't know which one you're gonna land, you need to kind of know about every brand. At least try to educate yourself, because first off, you already got the job, girl, if you know about everything in there. You know that everything in there, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Like for me, for example, guys, if they would have, like, if I would have been working for Clinique, I probably would have been looking like this. What you like about Clinique? I'm not the fan of Clinique. I'm not the Clinique girl, but I could. But I would, that's a job I want to take, because I don't like Clinique. I don't wear Clinique. I mean, it look good on some people. I don't like it. I just, Clinique is one of those brands I just don't like. Clinique is a brand to me, like you go into, like when you're just getting started into makeup and you working on your skincare. I wanted a position where I can talk about beyond that. You know, I want to talk about beyond that, and that's what I got. So when you're going for a makeup job and know what you're getting yourself into, kind of educate yourself on products and what they do. Why do you like those products? Because when you answer the question, okay, they're gonna ask you a question behind the question that they ask. Meaning, what do you like about the Chanel foundation? What does it do? Why are they asking that question? Because, my dear, they want to see if you can sell. Okay, they want to see if you can count numbers, baby. They want to see if you can draw some numbers into the counter. Draw some, you know. They ain't always got to put nobody with you. So if they always got to watch you, then they ain't gonna hire you. So you need to already go in there. You need to sell them Chanel, baby. When you go into that interview for Chanel, you need to sell them Chanel. Let them know why I like the tint tint because when I'm talking about Lancome, I like the Ultra tint because it is mattifying. I love the way it feels on my skin. It gives my skin a natural glow and it's dry. I like the wear on it. It lasts me all day. I don't have to really touch it up. And sometimes I like to add the powder in there. You know, the pressed powder. I love the Chanel pressed powder because it makes me look so nice if I'm going out. You know, if I happen to go out that night and my foundation seems like it's getting a little bit too sheer, I like to go in there and pat it up a little bit. If you have to pull that heifer out, if you got one, or just, you know, lie your way out, I like to pull it out and get the popping it on, you know. So Chanel already hired you, baby, because they love people who are passionate. All right, you got the job at Chanel. Another question that I get, that's one, okay. Now two, okay, let's see. What do they look for in the interview? I just told you what they look for. Like, they want to know. Also, I'm gonna add this in there. Just, this is not two, this is still one. They want to know your history. What have you done prior to getting this job? You better have some makeup experience, okay? It depends on where you go. They don't really care, because some people just be that desperate. But it's best that you have, if you're having an interview with me, I'm gonna land all these questions because I want you to love what you do, okay? Because I know for sure that when you love what you do, you will never work hard in your life. That is what you're gonna tell them, or that's an idea that you can tell them to wrap it up. Why should you be a great candidate for this job? Because if you love what you do, you never work hard another day in your life. And I feel that if I get this job, it's not gonna be like work to me. It's gonna be a passion and a love where I try to touch every canvas and make everyone happy and make everyone, you know, love their skin. I wanna dedicate my time to one canvas at a time. You know, you need to be like you Miss USA girl. I wanna dedicate my time with every touch, make them beautiful. That's the way it works. I'm a goofball, but I'm definitely serious about this, guys. Let me tell you, I was the manager of Lancome Cosmetic Counter. I was the manager for going on 2 years. I recently got promoted to the makeup artist, you know, for Lancome. And girl, so you got to get them numbers right if you want to go a little farther. You gotta if you want to go farther and deeper into that makeup, where you want makeup to pay your bills, you got to be good at it, okay? The biggest mistake that beauty consultants make when they get the job, being on a phone, you know, you texting boo, telling boo what you doing, and telling boo to come here, come up here, and texting the kids all day, calling mama. Look, I love my mama, I love my child, I love my boo, but with all due respect, when I'm at work, this is time for me to pay the rent, okay? So with that being said, now I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that because emergencies come, but I'm more of a structured person and I love giving people my undivided attention. I know how it feels to be one of those customers that's coming in and need help. You see what I'm saying? So I can put myself in their shoes. You need help, so you're gonna need my undivided attention. And if you don't have my undivided attention, it's a possibility something could get messed up, okay? I got one time to get it right with you, and I stand by that. So I like to make every customer feel like they're $1,000,000. I don't care if you don't have $100 in your pocket, and if you don't plan on buying anything. By the time I'm finished talking to you, you're gonna go and get what you need and come back and buy it. That's just the way it is, because like I said, if you love what you do, you gotta put your time into it. I really hate when oh my god, another bad sign of somebody that's just finna wreck, okay? And y'all gonna get mad. I don't give up, okay? Because I'm gonna say what I want to say. This is my life. This is what I do, and I see this every day. Even now, going into different places, buying makeup. I love Chanel. I love that's pretty much. I like Chanel. I love Lancome foundation. I love Madame foundation too, girl. I want to try the Louis foundation. I want to try Tom Ford. But what screws it up at those counters when I go there, big hazards, is when they see you and they think you ain't finna buy. Girl, the ones that look like they ain't finna buy is the one that'll buy you out. Let me tell you, you gotta be humble and you gotta love people. They can tell if you love your job or if you're there for just a check, or if you're just searching for the highest bidder that's gonna, put some money in your pocket. You don't want to do that. You don't want to give those signs out. When you get that job at Chanel, Tom Ford, Dior, Lancome, you got to be preserved. Chill. Like, do not make people feel like they can't afford it, okay? Because you're going to lose a potential customer or a potential friend, okay, that can take you places. Never know. One thing that I like about retail, you never know who you're gonna run into, and I meet a lot of women that makes that mistake. I made a video last year, I think, when I first started with Chanel. The lady at this I think I was at Lennox somewhere, but it was the high-end store, and her attitude was disgusting. I mean, she didn't want me to touch her products or nothing. Like, she was looking at me like I was just dangerous. And I was like, what is this? Because I'm not a person that feels, I'm me, I don't want to dress up all the time unless I have a reason to. I don't feel I need to dress up just to go to the mall. I feel like I should be comfortable so I can be prepared to mess up my face, okay? Her attitude was so bad, but that was one day that I decided to do something different because I really wanted to do a review on the Chanel foundation. So I did spend $160 with her, and she looked at me totally different because of that. But I said that to say this. She seen me one time and she never seen me again. I spent my money somewhere else at another Chanel counter because it's like, and I end up getting a credit card because I love makeup so much, but I didn't get it with her. Got it with somebody else. Because your attitude, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. You're going to feel some type of way. I don't care. We're going to tell the truth. Caucasians. When we come into your store, you see a black one come into your store, you looking at us from head to toe, you think we ain't gonna spend no money. The last time that happened to me at I think I don't know what mall I was at out here in Atlanta, but I wanted to try Dior, but the white woman was looking at me like I was like I had a fungus or something. So I decided to go to the nice Caucasian lady that spoke to me and made me feel, welcome, and was wanting to, sit me down and tell me about the products. Okay, she talked to me about the products that I don't care how racist you are. When you at work, you need to cut out everything it is on the outside and think about your coin, okay? Don't look at people from the way they look on the outer appearance, but you need to focus on who they are, far as what they're trying to do. Because you can have a person that ain't dressed up at all in there with flip-flops, Daisy Dukes. Those are my best customers, by the way, at the Lancome counter. Daisy Dukes, tank tops, sometimes teeth missing out their mouth, sometimes got golds all over their mouth. I don't care. I don't discriminate. If you want my assistance, I'm gonna help you. Overbites, people with overbites came in there all the time. Okay, girl, talk about myself, baby. You see his overbite. No secret. But it's just that I love what I do so much that I didn't care how you look. My job this is my job. And I met so many people at the Lancome counter when I was working at the counter. I met so many people that was like, you just so different. Like, we just prefer to drive all the way 30 minutes here to see you versus going to Lennox or Perimeter, or, you know, because you're so nice. Most of those people. Now, the lady at the Macy's Perimeter, she's pretty good. I think that she'll be more welcoming, and, you know, I work with her all the time, and I think she's pretty good. So if you guys are interested in some Lancome foundation or Lancome products, you should definitely go there. I mean, I hope she don't lead me wrong, but I believe that she will help you because she's pretty good. But anyway, I just feel like and Dillard's too. Everything in Perimeter is pretty much, not everything, but from Dillard's to Macy's, they're good. Like, I would buy from them, okay? They treat you good. Some of them don't look at you funny, but some of them do. They be changing, but you would have a discernment of your own. It's to each his own. Y'all, I'm better be real. What was I saying? Anyway, because it was getting juicy, okay? It was getting juicy. But it doesn't matter how you look. You know, my best customers was the ones that didn't look like they had money. And those was the one that was just so eager to see and hear what I had to say. Let me tell you something. It's not about, when I first got my job, I told my manager, my supervisor, and she was the best. Her name was Val. She got me my job. She told me, she dropped a pin on me. Boom. Girl, I told her when I start working, okay, because I'm ready, okay? I got to get back on this plane, back to Louisiana, get my stuff. When do I start working? Girl, I ain't have much of nothing, okay? When I had my interview, baby, my contour was my eyeshadow, okay? I can't find that palette right now, but I'm telling you, I use the ColourPop hashtag ColourPop eyeshadow palette, okay, for everything. I think my foundation was Becca, because I love Becca. But anyway, girl, she dropped the pin on me, and I mean, the personality that she had, I was like, okay, I think this is gonna be great for me, because she was so nice and kind. But one thing that I did tell her, I said, Val, I'm not a seller, okay? I don't sell. She said, I believe you can. I said, no, I don't think. She said, you talk pretty good. I talk, but I don't like selling anything. I like talking about what I like. She said, when you see Lancome, I'm pretty sure you'll like it. I said, okay, because I didn't know nothing about Lancome. I had one the dual finish powder from Lancome, and that is what actually helped me big time. But I already was sold. I already sold myself. But when the other lady came in, that was the manager at Lancome that time, decided to ask me what you like about them. Hell, what they got? I mean, like, it ain't Estee Lauder. I don't know, but I honestly thought I was gonna be working for Estee Lauder, because I was talking very highly about Estee Lauder foundation. Like, I love Estee Lauder foundation, okay? She was right. I really fell in love with Lancome. I mean, Lancome is like doing surgery on the skin, like, you know, firming and tightening the skin. You know, I was finding out enlarged pores, you had solutions for that. Like, God, oh Lord, dry skin, you have solutions for that. Lord, ooh, oh my goodness. It was just like, it was so much fun to learn new things every time, and that really sparked my you know, level to like, wow, I really love Lancome, and I want to go places with Lancome. I really fell in love with Lancome. Like, I fell so in love with them, and I wanted the customer to feel the same way I felt about them. And it wasn't because I was working there that I liked them. It was because I was working there that I found out more about them to like them, and I wanted to bring the customer in on that. So the way that I brought the customer in on how I felt about Lancome, it was just, explaining to them my routine every night, what I liked it, the products that they sent to me, like the Genifique Advance. I love that serum. That serum was so nice, and it gave me a dewy finish. And when I met like different clients that was looking for enhancing their skin, for as helping it be more plump and looking for a more glow, I just tell them, girl, Genifique will make you look like you're pregnant. Just go ahead and buy it right now. That was a pitch that really sold me a lot. Like, seriously, Genifique is good for discoloration, enlarged pores. It turns the cells, you know, it allows the cells that no longer really work anymore to roll over, to transform them so they can have a break and begin to work again. I love Genifique, and also the Renogy. Lord, fell in love with the Renogy. When I met women that had like saggy skin or needed a little firming to the neck, I would recommend the Renogy. But first thing you need to know, they have two Renogys. You have one for dry skin, and you have another for oily skin. You need to know which one to recommend to them. And also, like, you need to know skin types. You need to be good at skin types, okay? Because you can have a client that come there that is severely oily, and you give her the Tonique Comfort. I promise you, she gonna bring it back, because it's not gonna help her skin at all. She's not gonna see her results, because that is something that hydrates the skin. It's not something that kind of mattifies the skin. You want her to have something that's gonna mattify the canvas, so she won't sweat as much, especially when she wears foundation. That is what you need to know when you're working for your brand. I went to sleep studying Lancome. I slept with it on my pillow, okay? I'm telling you, I was a force, still is a force to be reckoned with when it comes down to Lancome Cosmetics. But the thing is, I never looked at a customer like it was money. I looked at the customer like it was a potential customer, long-term customer and friend, you know. And I had to build up a trust with her. So when you're working at the counter, you need to look at every customer like it's gonna be a long-term customer. Long-term customer, you know, equals getting your rent paid, good commission, long-time customer. With that being said, with them being a long-time customer, they trust you. So they trust your judgment. Whatever you tell them to buy, most of the time they buy because you recommend it and they trust you. That's why I say your first try is gonna be your best try. Like, don't let your first try come off like you trying to sell them a pitch. Okay, don't be pitching nothing. Just be who you are, be the person that you are, and they're gonna enjoy it. They're gonna love you for it. And if you being who you are, they're gonna buy because they love your personality. Now you're gonna have some people that's gonna be coming looking for like MAC. We had a lot of MAC potentials, but your girl from Lancome decided, hey, once you go MAC, I always bring you back, okay? Because let me tell you, Lancome, the foundation is so nice, mattifying, okay? It has the SPF 15. You might as well get Lancome. It's the same as MAC, but you can't even read all the ingredients on MAC. Lancome, I guarantee you know what the first ingredients is. I mean, it was just so much that I wanted the customer to always be happy, and I didn't just want to sell her anything. Now, if my customer had like a lot of skin issues, like a cystic acne, I didn't recommend my brand, okay? I decided to let another person that was familiar with that from like Clinique, and I would actually give her that customer. But you know what that came to be? After that customer was done with Clinique, she came and got a lipstick. She came to get a foundation, because what Clinique did is help her with her skincare. And she came to me to seal the deal with the makeup, okay? That's how you do it. You don't need to be selfish with no sale. What's for you is for you. What I don't like is sometimes in the makeup world it's always competition, which I don't mind at all, because I love competition, girl. When you put a brush in my hand, the competition is gone. Okay, I just took it from you because I already know I am about that anyway. Girl, what? No, let me just stop. Let me stop boosting. I ain't never boosted a day in my life tonight. But I'm certain about what I say. I'm certain about what I feel. Okay? So, but anyway, a person that loves competition never want to be in competition, because I feel like when you're in competition, nobody ever wins. Because if you're battling against somebody you're supposed to be working with, it's not gonna leave a good work site for you. Okay, it's not gonna leave a good work site. So you don't want to battle anybody. You just want to do what you do. Okay, if they're interested, they'll definitely come to you. You don't have to go steal customers. You know, sometime I might have did, but that was when my competitor, that was when most of the time they wanted where they supposed to be. So I just decided, let me just, I need to make this extra cash. Let me just go talk to her. But lo and behold, they was looking for me anyway. So it's a lot of people also don't like when you try to sheer them on to something else that they don't know. Like a lot of customers that you have coming in there, I already know what they want. Clinique customers know what they want. Okay, do not try to persuade them to get anything else. They will bring it back every time, because let me tell you, even if they just use it for that day just to go out and they be like, I got my makeup on, boom, I'm taking this back in the morning when my consultant get there. And that's just what they do. So you can't be mad at them. Their loyalty to Clinique, and you want people gonna be loyal to you and your brand. You want people to come back and know your name and love to see you, and bring them joy. They bring you cookies, they bring you ice cream, they just so good to you. You know what I'm saying? They buy you gifts. You want those kind of customers that love you so much because you've helped them with their skin, that they just want you. And even when you're no longer there, they're calling like, what do you recommend? I'm here and you're not here. What to do? Like, you want that because they trust you and they love you. So that is like one of the biggest things ever. Like, I'm a plantaholic, and I'm looking at my plant that I just I not long ago propagated it, and the leaves on that thing is getting big and huge. Okay, and I'm just so I'm loving it. Like, I love life. I love life. I'm sorry, but the plant does matter. I love plants a little bit more than I love makeup. I love my plants. They just make me feel so good. But anyway, I'm tired of getting off subject with y'all. Y'all getting on my nerves. Anyway, if y'all like this eyeshadow palette, it's mine. Alright, it's mine. It's my eyeshadow palette. Okay. Anyway, nope, it's my brand, should I say. But anyway, so ain't nothing wrong with me. But anyway, so yeah. So you just gotta just be yourself and just try to stop competing with people. That's something that I hate. This is what I hate. I hate going into the store and I see these like the guys do sometimes too much. Like, they just know they the shit naive, and they just trying to, like that's everywhere you go. And then you got the girls, they do that too. Most of the time it be Mac people. Mac people always trying to compete. They don't think you know what they know, which is the devil's a lie. The devil's a lie. I done had so many of your customers that I done drew to my side of town. Anyway. But when you guys, I know it won't mean anything, but don't have that attitude like I'm that bitch. Okay? Don't have that attitude. I mean, sometimes that kind of runs people away, and then you attract what you are. You see what I'm saying? And I never wanted to attract that bitch to come see me, like, because it's not gonna be pretty good, like, because we're gonna have a hard time. Like, it's gonna be hard to tell that bitch to, you know, take my ideals, and because she gonna already know what she wants. She already knows she's stuck with Dior, and that's it. I don't want to deal with them kind of people. I want to deal with people who are open-minded like myself. You attract what you are, and that is life. Okay. What else? Do's and don't do's in being a makeup artist. Now, the makeup artist is a little different thing, but since you working at the counter, girl, you one step ahead of being a makeup artist for that counter. Okay, so let me tell you, do's and don't do's. Don't be nervous. Don't tell them you just started yesterday. Okay, if you just started yesterday, you don't need to be on nobody's canvas. You need to be watching a little bit. That's a number one rule. All right. Also, the one of the number two rules, I ain't gonna do the numbers because I can't stand it. So okay, this is what I feel. If you know your product is not hyperallergenic and that person just told you they sensitive as hell, don't put that on their face, girl, because you just got a problem. You waste your time putting that makeup on her because she ain't gonna buy it, because she said, see, look, the bump that's been there all day, she gonna point it and say, look, you see what just happened? Girl, just save yourself some time. Let her try it on her arm first. Try it on her arm, see how it turns out. If she don't react, just you know, to ask her, would she like for you to do a consultation? Also, in doing the makeup, what else? You know, try to stick to what that brand is about. Like, a lot of mistakes, well, it wasn't a mistake, it was actually good, because I'm more of a dramatic type person with makeup. I like to give you bruises and blood gushing out. I just like to go all of the above, you know. I don't care. But one thing that I wasn't really good at is natural makeup. I was not. Lancome taught me natural makeup. You know, if you're a Lancome girl, all you need to know is how to land foundation on that face. Make sure it's smooth, make sure it's nice, and make sure it's her color. Because if it's smooth and it's nice, Lancome come off smooth anyway. But when it's her color right off, girl, you just got that sale. You better tell her how good she look before she get up out that seat. Because before you even show her how she look, tell her how much you love that foundation on her skin. Okay, tell her. And also, let me tell you, this is another mistake. This is a big mistake that I see people make. If you're gonna do a consultation and you're trying to get a sale, don't just put no foundation on her face. Start off with some start off with some Genifique. Start off with some La Base Primer. Then also put on there some Renegade Firming Cream or some Vision Now. Okay, you need to work your way to the foundation. It's steps to this thing. You need to make sure that everything is gonna be landing good, because one thing I learned about Lancome foundation is everything worked together to make everything better. So I decided that I was gonna just use this, and I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use this. I ended up getting a bigger sale than I expected. Why? Because I was so passionate about what I was doing, and I loved it so much. And I was not just selling something, but I was telling her what I would do. The moment you get her in that seat, you have control. Okay? Look, this is a sales situation right here. A sales hazard. Don't if they know more than you, and they know more than you, don't you dare bow down to that conversation, because she will make you feel like you don't know what you're talking about. This when you a beginner. Somehow you gotta win back that conversation. You gotta win back that conversation. Like if she say, well, girl, they real good at this when they don't want to put in that money, girl. They'll tell you like, oh, I'm gonna have to go look at the reviews because my friend broke out on this, and that product, what kind of chemicals does it have in? Oh no, that's not good. Oh, that's not good for the skin. Oh no, what is that? No, hyaluronic acid. I'm sensitive. See, no, you win back that conversation because you are a Lancome, a Dior, a Chanel representative. You gotta get back in with program, girl. That's where the books come in at. That's where the online learning classes come in at. Girl, no, hyaluronic acid helps moisturize the skin, okay? If you're dry, no, it's not gonna harm you. No, you gotta tell them what they need to know. Don't sell her nothing that she ain't trying to work on. If she ain't trying to work on hydration, don't sell her nothing about hydration. But you can recommend her hydration, okay? If she ain't studying that, she just want a foundation. The foundation, all right, with this foundation you need a primer, okay? The little base primer is the bombest primer I've ever used, girl. It just don't work good for me in the summertime, but the wintertime is much needed because it hydrates the skin, and then it also has silicones in there that's gonna cover the pores, okay? That's good. What you gonna tell her about that primer that with that silicone in it, girl? Oh, I don't want my pores closed. I don't want my pores covered. Girl, let me tell you. See, when they cover your pores, it's not clogging the pores. It's silicone. It's easy to remove when you cleanse your face every night. Well, I don't cleanse my face every night. Let me find you a cleanser. That's just that's the way it works, girl. But you're gonna tell her silicone is really good for the skin, for us when you're covering it, when you have enlarged pores. Because when you wear foundation, your foundation is going right through the pores, and that makes it visible that you're wearing foundation. That makes it visible to show your flaws. So what this primer is gonna do is put a shield over the pores so that the foundation won't go in and do more damage than is already there. That's what you're gonna say. She's gonna be like, okay, give me that and give me that. There you go. All right, she looking for hydration in her skin. You need to go get you a toner, and you need to go get a cream from that brand. No, and look, get her into some foundation, girl. Get her in, upsell her. That's just what I believe. Even though I love my job, I believe in upselling. Praise the Lord. Praise God for upselling, because upselling, okay, is a selling pitch, okay? I'm calling it a selling pitch, but upselling is like you're gonna get that person to buy more than what they came for, because all of a sudden, ma'am, I just thought about everything that you might need for your skin. I just thought maybe I should just discuss, what I feel would be great for you, because if she combination, I can name quite a few things that's gonna work for her. If she oily, I can find quite a few things from my brand that gonna work for her. If she dry, I can name a few things, several things that I can get her to buy, because I want to help her with her situation. That is my upsell, because I'm so passionate about people and making things better. That's why I wanted my own brand, because I love people so freaking much, and I wanted to make a change. A lot of products, guys, do not work. A lot of products at Lancome do work. A lot of products at Chanel work. A lot of products at Dior works. Products at Madame Cosmetics will work, especially if you're hyperallergenic and you have any breakouts of any such. You're very sensitive to products, okay? You're product sensitive. You're gonna go vegan, so you're gonna call Madame or go on Madame website, and I'm gonna put that website right up in here so y'all can kind of see, scroll through and look through and see what you want. Because one thing about me, that's gonna be another video I might do tomorrow, what made me start my own business. But you guys know I love people, women. I love women. And I told my best friend the other night, I was like, don't get mad when women hate on you. I've been hated on all my life, and I love women. I love females. And I told my boyfriend that I can't stand women. He said, you lying. Because I love them so much, and if I didn't like them, I wouldn't be in this kind of business. Women just take this into consideration. I don't know who this might be for. Just a disclaimer, God always comes through with something from me. He always trusts me to just give some stuff out. I love God. My brand is spiritual. But anyway, I love people. I love God people. The people are my food. I love people. So I'm a Sagittarius too, so I guess that, but maybe that plays a part. I feel like I'm getting naked in front of y'all. Jesus, stay in there, girl. But look, so the thing is, I just love, let me tell you, let's go back here. So it's not that women don't like you, it's just that they like something that you have. And if you can show them how you get that, sometimes they will appreciate you more, and you turn that frown or that envious set around. And I believe in that. That's what I learned. I've met so many people in the makeup world that, you know, that hated you for no reason because they didn't understand why you were so good. And it took my friend that is a master makeup artist, Jared. He was actually over me at Lancome. I loved him so much. He told me, he said, Ty, you have that look in your eye. But when he came around, I humbled myself because I knew who he was. When he was around, I didn't think I was better than him. I didn't think that I knew more than him. I was at ease because it was something that he could tell me. And I would always be open to listen because he was feeding me information, and I would take it in because I loved it. He told me that you're going to be bigger than what you think, okay? And he loved me. I loved his attitude. He's so awesome. I mean, Jared is one of my favorite makeup artists, okay? And I probably never seen nothing he's ever done. But it was because of the conversation that we had. You know what I'm saying? That he told me things that was like a blessing to me. Because it was like sometimes when Jerry would talk to me, he was so good. I knew that he's been on barrels and platforms that I have never touched. And for me to be as good as I am, at that time, he knew the talent that I had, but he didn't try to put my talent out like in a corner. He watched me work, and he wanted me to come out, you know, and I was always humble. And I think that was a lot that he really liked about me too, because I was so passionate about what I did. When he first met me, he told my manager, like, gosh, she's so good. And you say she never worked at a counter? This her first day. She giving out samples and everything. She's so good. I just love what I did. And I love the way he encouraged me. And like, it was like when he came around, I was very intimidated because I knew who he was. Like, this is Jared, and he's went places that I could never probably go. But that was the way my humble spirit was, okay? And that's the way you need to look at Jared. Is a man, okay? But Jared, I can't explain. Jared's a woman, but Jared's a man. I love you, Jared. But so the thing was never think you more than anybody, okay? Don't seriously, guys, on a serious note, for you that are makeup artists or trying to be makeup artists, and you decided to do it when you just woke up yesterday and said you want to work at a makeup counter, give yourself some time and think about it, because it's a serious thing. You need to have your mind set on the people. You need to cater to what they need, okay, and not what you want them to have. You got to cater to them because they matter. They are the ones that are going to make sure your bills get paid. They're the ones that are going to continue to see you. So if you see somebody that comes in there and they don't look up to par, help them. Don't talk about them. I'm the number one person that I tell you, anytime I talk about you, then I'm the same one that's going to help you at the same time. And I'm not going to talk about you behind your back, but I'm going to tell you what it is right there. If I tell you we need to work on this, I'm not going to talk about you without a solution that's going to help you. And that's just the way I operate. That's the way God has made me to be. And I love that, you know. And when you see people who've been doing it longer than you, I don't care how. I am 31 years old. Jared might be older than, I'm sure Jared is older than me, but that doesn't matter. I don't care if Jared was 21. If he's been doing that job longer than I have, he's done touched some platforms that I haven't got there yet. So I have to humble myself and let God be God. Okay? Because one thing about it, girl, or honey child, sugar poo, honey plum, you ain't gonna get nowhere thinking you're here before you're there. Okay, you ain't gonna get nowhere like that, because people ain't gonna want to deal with you. They ain't gonna want to help you. They ain't gonna want your time. And that's just being honest. Change the way you think in the makeup world. Okay, and if you're upcoming makeup artists, do not cross lines. Don't mess up relationships with people who know more than you, because my mom always told me it's always somebody that knows a little bit more than you know. And it doesn't matter how good I get, I'm always humble for somebody to teach me something new. Jared taught me so much, and I told him, like, Jared, I never would have thought of it. Like, how did you put water on that powder and you put it on her face? I didn't know. It's just so much to this makeup world that I know that if you're destined to do this and you're watching this video all the way through and you're really intrigued with what I'm saying, but buy yourself time. Know why you're in this thing. Don't try to be arrogant while you're there, because if you're that way, people gonna run more than help you. And if you're out here in a big city like I am, Atlanta, where it's nothing but competition, only the strong can survive. If you're really into it because you love it, you're gonna last. But if you're into it because you love money and you want to see where it goes, if you're doing it just because you love money, then I already know that's my indication that you can't do what you want to do. It's not something that you love, so that means you can't do it real well. I don't care how long you've been doing it. If you don't love it, then you can't please people. You have to be a pleasing person. You have to be able to serve the people. Give them what you want, not what you want them to have. Give them what they want, not what you want them to have. Let's fix that. Because if you give them what they want, they're always gonna come back. The thing is, what I love so much about makeup is you don't know how a person feeling that day. I love to change the way a person's day is going, and the way the experience that I've gotten working at that counter, seeing that woman look in that mirror like she never seen herself before, like this is the first time she met Brianna, it changed me. It makes me feel so good because I've done something that is bigger than me, and that's just amazing to see her get in that mirror and cry, because she loving what she see, and that is what being an artist is. You have to know when it's time to be an artist and to be a friend, that's where it comes into loving what you do. Don't do it because it's the trend, because it's not going to last long for you. But do it because you love it. Then it'll last a lifetime. And you will never work another day hard, a day in your life. I love the spot where I am now, and I never would have thought I would be where I am now. God had me to start my own cosmetic business, and I am legal, okay? But I love it so much because people are a breath of fresh air, changing souls and changing the way people see themselves is a breath of fresh air. So I am gonna end this video, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, and if I forgot something, it's a lot I didn't touch on, but maybe it'll be a part 2, or something's in my head, something here, I feel so, it's something, what that's going on. Anyway, if you want it to be a part 2 or so, just comment down below and kind of tell me what I missed, because I see about 5 questions that I did miss, so I'm sorry. So just comment down below, let me know if you want to see another video like this, and also comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Now I love you as always. My Father love you more. Be blessed until we meet again. Bye bye, you makeup artist, you slayer. Bye. You slay. You better slay. You better beat that face. You better get that job, girl. Bye guys.